Hey, I am out for my bazillionth walk with my doggo, and it got me thinking about, walking. And I'm gonna guess you're probably doing a little bit more of that than you have been before. So I thought I'd give you 3 good tips on how to walk mindfully, starting from the ground up. So we're starting with good old feet. So when you're walking, the best stance to hold is hip width apart. And I want you to take your time with the strides that you take. I want you to start walking really slowly so that you can feel where you're distributing your weight. The deal is this: a heel, kind of flat of the foot, like the outside part of the foot, onto the ball and then onto the toes. And it should be a nice fluid motion so the weight isn't resting on one part more than the other. There's not a huge amount of pressure onto the heel as you drive the heel in. It should be a nice fluid flowing movement from heel to flat of foot to ball to toe. So that's number 1. Number 2 is, where do those toes land? So generally speaking, most people have this tendency for the foot to curl kind of outward, angle on the out. And it's either the right foot or the left foot. For some, it's both. So the other part of walking super slow and mindfully is lining the big toe up with where the heel has landed. So as you're walking, the tendency is to go out a bit. We're going to just pull that in so the rotation of the hip joint and the knee joint and the ankle joint comes in, come down, and then roll onto the ball of the foot and the toes. Now, the reason for the roll onto the toes is to give your ankle a really nice stretch, because I'm guaranteeing you that your heel's going to go up higher than it ever has before, and you'll get a nice stretch through the toes and the front of the foot, which again is very rarely stretched. So it's a win-win for the feet. They are very happy. Yay. All right, so we're moving up now. Number 2 is your core. And with the core, you're going to just squeeze that belly button in a bit. And what you're doing there is taking the stabilizing work out of the joints of the lower body and into where it should be, which is those big, fabulous core muscles that you have. Yeah, I'll let you look at her now so it's not too boring of a video from an optics. So your core squeeze tight in, but not to the point where you can't breathe, right? You want to be able to breathe deeply as you walk, but just tucking that belly button in, and I promise you it becomes second nature. Once you do it a little bit, it's just going to be a natural position for you. So taking the stabilizing muscles and letting them do the work of holding you steady, as opposed to those poor knee joints, hip joints, ankle joints, right? Good. All right, moving up the body to number 3, which is the neck and shoulder area. So we're going to bring the shoulders up and back and slide the shoulder blades down and let them rest in a nice comfortable space, relaxed. So again, not looking to that joint to hold you steady, which it can't do anyway, really. But we just tend to use it in that capacity, and it's just got to go with the core, guys. Got to go in the core. So this is after you've done the footwork and you've walked really slow and you've looked down and watched. You're then gonna, once you've nailed that, which you're gonna do because I know you're awesome, then is when you bring the shoulders up and back, slide the shoulder blades down, and then I want you to take that chin, lift it up. And then I want you to just push it in towards the body a little bit. And what you're doing here is lengthening the neck. You're going to feel some tightness in the upper back muscles, which is good because those are the ones that you're to use to hold that head up high. So it comes out of the neck joint itself and into the stabilizing muscles that are there to support that marvelously big brain of yours. So feet, core, and then finally neck and shoulders, guys. So this is mindful walking. Once you've nailed all 3 of those, hello. Once you've nailed all 3 of those, you're going to then just breathe deeply, plant a smile on your face, look as goofy as you can for people to watch you, because you're going to make them smile too. You're going to feel the breeze on your skin. You're going to listen to the sounds that are around you, and just give yourself a couple of good deep breaths. All right, I hope that helps, guys. Enjoy your walk.